I'm Anna.
I'm Isabella.
And this is our podcast.
Anna and Isabella do too, prob.
Heck yeah.
Hell yeah.
Oh, wow.
Whoa. Yeah. Oh.
Leave that in.
We are back. We just had a quick correction from our producer who's laughing harder than he's ever laughed at our podcast.
I'm Anna.
I'm Isabella.
And this is
Anna and Isabella do improv.
Not a podcast. Well, no, an improv
It is a
podcast.
It is. Okay. Take 3.
I'm Anna.
I'm Isabella.
And this is
Our podcast, Anna and Isabella do improv.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
We're doing a fun form, a form we've done before.
Yeah, a form Anna actually made up. And
I wouldn't say that.
oh, really?
I don't think so.
I thought you and Andreas, your little brother, made it up.
I mean, that's how I feel, but it doesn't seem right. But it's the radio form.
I've never heard of it before.
Really? Okay, fine. I made up a form.
There you go.
It's the radio form, and all it means is you can change the channel whenever the heck you want.
I just want to go on the record that you've had this same debate already about you creating it or not.
Oh, God.
We were like, we'll keep the intro short because we've done it.
And we're going to do the exact same conversation again. Wow.
That was our producer, Mark, coming on mic for the first time, famously. Oh, well, no, wait, we did. Well, depending on when he releases the episodes.
We have such a frantic energy right now. I'm loving it. I'm going to make a goal for myself.
Okay.
I'm going to change the channel a lot.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah.
I'm going to make a goal for myself, which is I'm going to do a fun voice or two that maybe I've never done before.
Okay, heck yeah.
Okay.
All right, let's do it.
Frozen.
Our suggestion is
Frozen.
Frozen. Now, you're one of the top experts in all water sciences.
That is absolutely correct. Thank you for having me on. I love all things water and all things science.
Well, thank you so much for joining us. Public radio loves to celebrate scientists.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Because, yeah, it's nice to be appreciated once in a while.
Absolutely. I get that.
Yeah.
I definitely get that.
Yeah, I mean, I get that. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
If there's one thing I get, it's sometimes wanting to be appreciated.
Absolutely. You couldn't have said it more similar to how I feel.
I get that for sure.
I get that too. Now, listen, Nate. How did you find yourself in water science?
Well, I grew up loving biology.
Okay.
And I was always thirsty. So you know what? I said, what do I love most in the world? I said water. I went to university. They said, we don't have water sciences.
Okay.
Because they said, did you mean marine bio? And I said, no.
No.
I mean, literally studying how water works.
That's so interesting. So you went to a college. What school was it again?
It was UCSC.
Okay. University of California, South Carolina. What an amazing institution. And they didn't have water sciences. So you made your own major. That's so interesting.
Yeah, I made my own major, and I took different classes, and some of them were based around water.
Mm-hmm.
And they said, you do not have enough credits to graduate. And I said, you're telling me this isn't a real major?
Yeah.
And they said, that's exactly what we're saying.
Mm-hmm. And then what?
I said, all right, then I'm going to walk.
Right.
You wouldn't want that, would you?
No, it's so embarrassing if someone leaves your university.
Exactly.
And quote unquote walks.
Exactly. Especially if they're, I was told I was promising at the start. Woo! Oh my God, it's a summer day. Hey, come on down to Frosty's ice cream truck.
Woo! Hey, it's a summer day. Come on down, get an ice cream and get a little bit of a soda.
Ooh, a soda? Gosh, I'm so hot. It's 1,000,000 degrees. What am I going to do? If only there was a store on wheels that I could buy some cold treats from. If only stores had wheels on them.
If a store had a wheel, I could get food, but otherwise I can't. Well, you're in luck.
Come on down to Frosty's ice cream truck.
1-800-FROSTIES. Rank Radio. Prank Radio.
Pull rank radio. Welcome to Pole Rank Radio.
where we prank with poles.
So sometimes we've done pranks in the past they're imitation based,
Yeah,
where we've done crank calls
yeah.
where you impersonate someone from, let's say, the IRS or
the Google.
yeah.
We can imitate someone from Google, but that's not what we're doing today.
We are doing
Pole
pole prank videos.
Listen to this clip of this lady who is 56 years old, lives in the middle of Temecula, right smack in the middle, and she has a pole showed up in the middle of her house. We got an expert in there with her to hear her thoughts on the ground.
He's an expert.
Here we go.
Oh man, geez, life is great in the middle of Temecula. What the heck is this package? I didn't order this. Must have gone to the wrong house. It's a pole. I don't need that. Okay, I guess I'll just alert the mailman.
La la la. I'm a mailman and I love my job. About everything that I ever needed. Hi, Mrs. McPherson.
Oh, nice to meet you. I haven't really seen you here before.
Oh, I'm the new mailman.
Oh, welcome.
Thanks.
How are you in the middle of Temecula?
Oh, it's gorgeous. No clouds.
Yeah, it is a pretty clear day out. Hey, I have this pole that. Oh, is that funny?
No, it's totally normal. You have a pole?
Yeah, and I don't think it meant to come to my house. So
I think you wanted a pole.
I didn't.
I think you wanted a pole.
I didn't.
Put it up in your house. It'll be funny.
Okay, I'm gonna go back inside. Bye.
Bye.
That lady got pulled.
She got
Pole ranked. That was an incredible.
Pole ranked.
That was an incredible prank we pulled. Her reaction was priceless.
That was unbelievable, dude. That's stuff you can't write, you know?
Yeah. So anyway, now hey, do you want to hear the scenario I set up with this poll?
Absolutely, Matt. Let's hear it.
Okay, so there's a 53-year-old man on a ski trip in Mammoth.
Love people in their 50s.
They're easily poll ranked.
They're easily pole ranked.
Anyway, 53-year-old man, he's on a ski trip in Mammoth. He doesn't know how many more he's got in him. But anyway,
He's got stage 3 tiredness. He doesn't know how many runs he can do before he needs to head home.
so anyway, he's
Perfect time to pole rank.
He's at a ski shop and somebody gives him ski poles, but one of them is one of our crank poles, and he's got to deal with that.
Yeah, let's see how it played out.
Let's see how it played out.
We had Matt on the ground with him, so this will be fun. Hi. I'm checking out, but I think there's been a mistake. They handed me a ski pole, and then I guess this is just a regular pole.
Was it a mistake, or is that what you ordered?
Why would I ever order a regular pole?
I don't know. Maybe you thought it was funny.
What's funny?
That, you're expecting a ski pole, but you got a regular pole because you didn't specify that you wanted a ski pole. It's a
I don't have time for this. I've been on the slopes for the last 4 days. I'm stage 3 tired. I'm not going to be able to do many more runs. I have probably a day and a half in me.
Are you surprised, though?
I guess I'm surprised.
Okay, so would you say you feel embarrassed?
I would not say that. I don't feel embarrassed. I feel surprised, and I'm a little bit angry. I paid $75 for the pole package.
And you didn't specify that it was a ski pole.
What box would I even check for that? It just said, do you want poles?
He got pole ranked!
Bought me a horse on a Tuesday.
Bought me a ranch on a Wednesday.
Bought me a car on a Thursday.
Now I have 2 ways to get from home to work.
Horse or a car.
Horse or a car. Horse or a car. That's how I go to work.
It's a horse or a
Car.
It's a car, Aura.
Horse.
I gotta pick my mode.
I got a speeding ticket the other day.
Was I on my horse or in my car?
Listener, guess. Listener, guess. The answer will be revealed in about one verse.
Prank. Prank.
Frank, what the hell is this pole doing here?
Why did I get on my horse and there's a pole for his leg?
Why did someone chopped off my horse's leg
and filled it with a whole pole?
Guess what? The answer to the question we had previously asked is now about to be revealed.
2, 3, 4.
It was a car.
It was a car.
I was
Thought it
riding
was a horse with a pole leg, but it was a car.
That's where I got my speeding ticket.
In the car. Wow, that's the new song of the summer. I can't believe we got the rights to play that.
Oh my God, can you believe this little indie station of 2 college kids got the rights to play what's sure to be the banger of the summer?
I can't believe it.
I can't either.
Well, guess what? We've got another song that we think is just bound to be the song of the summer. If it's not that last song, it's going to be this song, and we got the rights.
All right.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Woo!
Somebody gave me a kiss, and I gave them a diss. That's right.
That's right. They leaned in, and I said, your breath stinks. That was my diss to the kiss.
I said, he leaned in, and I said, you have gingivitis, please.
Get it dealt with, please.
Get it dealt with. Please.
Get it dealt with before you try and kiss me.
I went to school and I said, boys.
Brutal. Brutal. The news is just brutal these days, but it's what we got to report on.
Yep. This is the afternoon show in the afternoon.
And I'm Timothy.
And I'm Dalton.
And we have news about the 405. It seems as though the 405 has a long line of traffic.
Brutal what we have to report.
Brutal, bro.
It turns out that the traffic was caused by a pop tire north of Santa Monica.
That pop tire seemed to have popped right off the car, and it
It popped off the car, and it
rolled down, and that caused a huge backup. Brutal, bro.
Brutal. And
Brutal.
And I'm hearing reports that the tire kind of spun its way onto a piece of metal that was sort of ramp shaped, and it ricocheted into the air and landed on the 5.
Yeah, it went off of the 405 and landed on the 5.
From the 405?
I don't know. Brutal,
Some say it.
Brutal. Brutal.
In other reports, there's a hawk nesting at the top of the Griffith Observatory.
That hawk has been named by the Hawk Society Dumbledore, interestingly enough.
Yep. I
love that they name animals that are wild, you know?
Me too. It seems to be that it gives them a connection to people, and maybe they'll donate to wildlife causes.
Absolutely. Porcupine salt is what my big ingredient is.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
so fascinating. Now, what is that?
So it's a salt that you can only get in certain forest areas.
Oh.
You can find it in Maine. You can find it in New Hampshire. You can find it in Vermont.
Oh.
You can find it in...
Could you find it in New Jersey?
No, you could not.
Oh.
Yeah.
Could you find it in Central California?
No.
Could you find it in Costa Rica?
No. It's mostly those 3 states.
I see.
Yeah.
That was the end of the list.
Yeah, that was the end of the list.
So I didn't really need to keep guessing.
No.
Okay.
It was necessary, and you probably wouldn't have found a good answer. But
Well,
the porcupine salt, what it does is it's actually super interesting. It brings out the flavors of the meat.
oh,
Right.
wow. Well,
Yeah.
that's funny because Food and Wine magazine is calling your pork chop one of the best pork chops in all of the tri-state area.
Yeah, no, it's I've been getting a lot of buzz about it.
Yeah. Food and
It's-
Wine. How did that feel when Food and Wine picked up?
Oh, I mean, it felt amazing. So this is actually a funny story. I was in my living room and I was watching a old episode of The Simpsons.
Oh.
And I was totally enthralled, and I was just sort of laughing and having fun. I was drinking an iced coffee.
Was it a Krusty the Clown episode?
It was.
Oh.
Yeah, it was very Krusty focused,
Hmm.
which is some of my favorite episodes because I just love how just wacky and unpredictable he is. I think his
Yeah.
voice also has an interesting texture.
It does.
Very rumbly, which I
Mhm.
like.
That's so interesting that you describe voices in the same kind of very food-like.
Oh yeah.
You just-
Everything to me, I see through the lens of food.
I could
So
tell.
Even this couch, I would call this a hamburger couch because it's squishy and it is, and it has layers like a
Mm.
lettuce, a tomato, and that would be a pillow. Cushion would be probably the lettuce if I had to guess.
See, I would have not described it like that. Wow.
Mhm.
It's just
Yeah. Everything's through food for me. Everything.
Wow.
Everything. Ever since I was a kid.
If I really
Oh,
ever
yeah.
since you even knew, even before you started cooking.
Yeah, even before I started cooking, I was doing math
Whoa.
in class, and they would say, "What's 2 + 2?" And I'd say, a cheesecake,
Oh, interesting. So
because
it's like
that's what 4 looked like to me.
wow. It's 4 looked like a cheesecake.
Yes,
So you said,
because it's square. It's a very square number, and a
Mhm.
cheesecake is circular,
Sort of
which
pointy.
Yeah, exactly.
well, which ways do you draw fours? Is it the one like to the 2 prongs?
I don't have them connect on the top, so it's not a sailboat 4. It's an open 4.
Oh,
So it's a
yes.
It's a yeah.
that is
it's
very
the
square.
bottom of a rectangle, and then which some people call a square,
Mm-hmm.
and then a line.
Mm-hmm.
But
That explains it.
anywho, I was watching The Simpsons, and it was so wonderful to hear his voice sound so much like a moose, or something with texture like that. And then I got a phone call.
Oh,
And
yeah.
when I picked up the phone, I said, obviously I said, "Hello, my name's Miranda.
Yeah.
Who may I ask is calling?"
That's what you would do when someone calls you. It's a very
That's
polite
how-
way to answer the phone.
It's how I've always answered the phone.
Even
It's
since
a
you were a
very
kid.
polite way since I was a kid. That's how my mother taught me.
Wow.
And they said it's Food and Wine.
Oh.
And that's when I said, "Well, hang on a minute.
Yeah.
Are
That's-
you tricking me?"
Oh, you thought it was instantly a trick.
I thought it was a trick because I had been submitting to Food and Wine for years now.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, and
You
they never
just-
took my
How do you submit?
story.
Do you
Oh,
send a photo or a recipe or just
You send, so there's a link online, http:// Food and Wine submissions.
Okay.
And then usually it's like 2024, 2025, depends the year. And the URL has a couple of letters in it too.
wow. I'm sorry, I fell asleep. I've been sort of teetering on the sleep line this whole interview. I
Have you?
apologize.
Oh no.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You asked how to submit, and I started describing the URL. I don't know
Yes, I guess
how to answer the question in another way.
no, I guess I guess I more meant what was the submission? Like, do you send them a pork chop in the mail? Like, I'm just trying to get a juicy story.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No. Oh, I have a juicy story for you.
Oh, really?
So, yeah, you go to the url.com / whatever the page is. In this case, it was the submission page.
Yes.
And you fill out information. So I put my name.
Meow 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 meow.
Excuse me?
Meow meow meow.
Excuse me?
Interesting. So you see everything through food.
You sound crazy. I was explaining the URL.
Excuse me. If you are on this, I think we're on the radio. I think we finally hit the radio waves.
Oh my god. Okay. Tell them we need help. We need help.
We need help. We have been lost at the Westfield Mall for over 2 hours.
2.5, babe. It's been 2.5.
Yes, over 2. More specifically, should we do it in military time?
No, Yeah.
14. Since 1400.
Tell them, describe where we are, because we need help. Please send help.
Okay.
If this is coming through the radio, please
This is
send
coming
help.
through. I think the walkie-talkie finally hit.
Okay.
We are by the Lego store.
Yep, we're next to the Lego store and the Crocs store. We're trying to get to Ross Dress for Less.
We need loafers.
We need loafers. I have a big party this weekend, and we both decided if we have loafers, it's going to be very chill but approachable.
We thought it's a huge party. It's in the Hollywood Hills.
Yeah.
And we need loafers, and we need somebody to help us, and we don't have a huge budget.
Please send help. We need $25 to $35 each. In addition to our budget, that'll be enough for a good loafer.
Yeah, if everyone could just say, if you have 20 to 35 spare dollars, please come to the Westfield Mall and help us find Ross Dress for Less.
And next up, we have an amazing new hit from the teen sensation, the Dynamos. This is going to be a song that is going to make kids stand up and sing, and it's going to make adults want to lose their little minds, moving their hips for the first time in 30 years. This is an absolute hit.
I left town when I was 14.
I went to the city.
I went to the city and I took my dog with me.
To the city with my dog, to the city with my dog,
To the city with my dog, to the city with my dog, to the city with my dog, to the city with my dog. Hey, I'm with my dog. That's my friend. Hey, my dog's at home, but my dog's my friend.
When I'm in the city, I like my dog. When I'm at home, I like my dog. Yeah, that's right. I love my dog.
Sometimes I eat a hot dog. Hey, sometimes I say, "What's up, dog?" Hey, sometimes I say, "You got dogged."
Sometimes I say, hey, that's another dog. You know, the producer's son sent that song in.
Mm-hmm.
And it was definitely described to us as going to be the big hit.
Yeah, there's been a lot of fake hits going around. People stay on high alert.
Yeah.
There's a lot of Nepo baby hits.
There's a lot of nepotism in this industry.
Yeah. So, and this, in our personal opinion, doesn't necessarily reflect the radio station's opinion. But we didn't shake our hips once during that song.
I didn't shake my hip. I was steady as a board.
Mm-hmm.
Or as a pole.
A pole?
Yeah, I don't know why I keep thinking about poles. There's one in the middle of my kitchen right now.
What? Why? Like a...
I don't know. This guy keeps coming by and going, aren't you embarrassed? And I'm like, why?
That guy keeps coming to me, too.
You have a pole in your house?
Yeah, I got a pole in my car.
Pole ranked!
Thanks for listening.
To the radio number 2.
Yeah.
Hopefully we didn't hit too many of the same stations. Though I do think there's a universe, so it would make sense if we did.
Yeah, I think it's fun.
Should we decide that?
Yeah, let's say that all the radios are connected in some way, and if you figured out how they are connected, you can actually email us, because that's right, the show has an email now.
Yeah, big reveal. Like, subscribe, comment on the Instagram, and da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
But email as well if you have an idea for a form or thought, a comment.
A fan mail?
A fan mail? Sure. We will accept a fan mail, I'll tell you that much.
If someone sends me a fan mail, I will Venmo you $5.
Okay. I might be sending a fan mail later today.
Okay.
The email that you can send it to is anna.isabella
doimprov@gmail.com. It'll be in the show notes.
Tag teamed the email. That's it, folks. That's called being a team.
Yup.
Any final thoughts?
I love this form you made up.
Oh my God. We can't go back to that. Love you. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Send fan mail.